Hi folks, we wanted to bring you a little short video this morning. Little backstory. Dan at Back 40 Firewood, he has a podcast on Fridays evenings. It comes on about 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 8 o'clock for him. And all the woodhounds gets in there and we have a good time. We talk, ask questions, and really good fellowship. Well, a week ago, it was his 250th straight Friday night podcast. And for grand prize, he gave away a Mesa solo stove, a rack of wood, along with the rack that he sells with his mini firewood. And I filled that rack up, and I still probably got another rack of wood left. So we want to just do a little video this morning to thank Dan. What he did was he had like a minute that from 0 to 40 or 1 to 40, you pick the number. And I picked 38. And he had a wheel up there and he spun it and it landed on 38. But I was the second one by the timestamp to pick 38. And the guy that had originally beat my time, he already has a smokeless fire pit, so he told Dan just to send him, because Dan had a consolation prize, and he sent that to him and told him to give this to me. So I want to thank that guy. I don't know what his name was, but I wanted the Mesa solo stove, and we just got it late yesterday afternoon, and I just want to make a little video. It comes with a bag. I'm opening it for the first time, so I guess that's the stand. That's the stands it sits on. It'll go something like that. I have to put it together, and it's got a ring up here. But it's made to go for a small patio. And what I'm thinking is maybe on Sundays we'll crank this bad boy up and just have a little talk like Noel on. He has a fireside chat. But it's supposed to be my wife's father's down from West Virginia this week, so we going today. We're going to be down there most of the day, so I'm not going to be able to use it today. But we just want to bring you a video thanking Dan.
Yes, thank you, Dan. I appreciate it.
My wife is really looking forward to it.
Shows you can roast marshmallows too, so give me some marshmallows.
But check out Dan's channel. It's Back 40 Firewood. And check out his podcast on Friday nights. All the woodhounds out there, if you hadn't got into it, we have a great time. And Dan does a great job. But he also sent me a t-shirt, Masters of the Woodyard, Back 40 Firewood. So that was awful nice. I didn't expect to get the t-shirt. I didn't expect to get any of this really. When he told me I was number 2, that didn't sound good, did it? I was number 2.
You are number 2.
I'm a number 2. So we just want to make this little video this morning. Rosie, you gonna come in too? Thanking Dan and asking all of y'all to check out his channel. That's Back 40 Firewood. And like I said, the podcast is on Friday night, 8 o'clock our time, which is on the East Coast. 9 o'clock our time on the East Coast. It's 8 o'clock. I think Dan's around Ohio, Michigan, somewhere in there. So it's 8 o'clock there, and you just have to look for it if you live on the West Coast. So we're trying out these microphones.
So it's very windy here
today.
It's
very windy here.
Feels good right now.
And we're fixing to go eat at Hog Heaven. So we just want to take a little moment to thank Dan again and to give a shout out to his channel. Does a great job. and the podcast we really enjoy on Friday night. Did I cover all the bases?
I think you did.
But also, check out Mesa Solo Stoves. It's for the mini firewood.
Dan selling them, right?
I think Dan sells them. I know he sells the rack and sells the firewood. Not many people has this little firewood that goes in these stoves. So if you have a little stove, this is cherry wood. And I think Dan, I don't know if he does all cherry, you just have to check with him. But he also sells the rack, which that's just cute as hell. If you put that on your channel, if you got family and friends over, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Wolf Ridge, their fabrication makes this little rack for him. And it's very simple. It comes in the base, the two sides, and it's got little metal that slips out under it. Put it together in a minute, but that's just cute. It all ties together. So we look forward to using it.
When we do use it, we'll video.
We're gonna make a video. We will have a video of it. So once again, appreciate it, Dan. Check out Dan's channel, Back 40 Firewood, and check out his podcast on Friday night. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thanks to the guy that gave his
Yes.
spot up. I mean, he could have took it and
He
gave
coulda
it a
took
gift to somebody else.
But I don't know what these little stoves sell for. I know what this is. This little bit of money that he gave up, but we certainly appreciate it. Y'all have a great weekend. Have
Happy
a great
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Don't labor too much. Take time to relax and see friends and family. That's what we're going to do. Appreciate y'all tuning in. This is Rick Outdoors.